right. Hey. Good afternoon, good people. Welcome once again to the Beatzilla PDX official show. I am the host, Beatzilla PDX officially. And let's make sure we can hear myself and make sure my sound is good. All right. All right. We're good. All right. Who we got in the house? Silent D. Listening while working. That's what's up. Queen Adia or Adia. Got you in the house. Shalom. View of one, B1, my good queen sister. And thank you for what you sent me, which I will be playing today. Um, so again, this is the Karen show today. And as it seems, we are not running short of the opportunity to witness this type of behavior, which is, Lord, quite interesting, isn't it? To say the least, you know? Me, that, so I can see this chat here. All right. So, with that being said, understanding the history of this tradition of dishonesty, shall we say? You know what I mean? Because we are looking at a bunch of crying Karens on a consistent basis, which is just crazy. Um, with that being said, think of all the people that when we have heard believe her, like when Me Too started and Time Is Up. When that first initially started, I knew right then where the target was because I just woke up one morning and was like, what is going on? So I wanted to make a point that morning. I was like, sisters, y'all better know this ain't for you. They're not ever worried about coming to your rescue. So you gotta be, you gotta be perceptive of the game and the hustle. And that's what happened. So they ended up turning it on your men and turning it on your children. And it just, it was just horrible. But now that we got them out the paint, with things like First Them, that is very helpful. Narcissistic, it's no excuse for their behaviors. Parent issues, since they tend to spend more time with others, with other parental roles except their own parents. I know that's right. And that is exactly what we are going to get into today. Um, I'll share a brief experience of my own. And I think I might have mentioned it once or twice on my broadcast. But there was a situation where me and my wife went to go get something to eat. And this woman wanted to be so close, standing so close to me. I actually had a backpack with me that day, but I had it on my side. So she's actually literally touching my bag. I'm like, ma'am, can you give me some space? Because every time I'm moving, she's moving with me. It's like, ma'am, give me some space. Oh, be nice, ma'am. This isn't a conversation or discussion. Give me my space. Stay away from me. So she thought that I was going to, engage her. Oh, yeah, look here, little stupid. No, I ain't doing all that because I already see where this is going. So understanding that there was a tactical situation with Karening. It's a weapon. It has always been weaponized, and these people do it. And so understand the element of crying white women tears. We have all seen the shut it off challenge, right? But as of late, these things that have been occurring are just outrageous. Outrageous. So let me see. I want to play. Where's the first one? Oh God. Let me see, because I got a few old ones that I want to also revisit. Is this it? Where is this? Now, did y'all see this thing with the TikTok challenge? And the woman says she was, "Oh, I'm done with whatever," because she was like, "Well, what's that?" Yeah, let me see here. Let's go into that. Get that on the screen.
Hey, are we okay? What the fuck is this?
Wow. Now, to my understanding, isn't that like some kind of African tribal thing that they're doing? Hey, are we okay? Let me play that again. Just Jesus.
Hey, are we okay?
Wow.
What the fuck is this?
$60 later.
Okay, I just have to say right now that the hate in my inbox is not okay. Okay? I did not mean anything in any kind of way. I am learning every day, as I think everybody is.
Stop.
And this kind of hate just needs to evaporate from the planet, no matter who it's directed towards. Crocodile tears. No, dude.
Yeah,
like, this
dude.
is like my soul out there. If you know anything about what I stand for or what I believe in, you know that it's not this. I am sorry you were offended.
Oh,
I think
boy.
we all need to vibrate higher for the future. And I know I'm going to keep learning. I think, like, for my own mental health, I need to take a step.
Let me just stop that right there. Okay, do you see how she's trying to implement the people to whom she offended into vibrating higher? Well, you the one that stepped out there. They didn't. What you crying for? And we all just need to vibrate higher. This is not crocodile tears. I'm bearing my soul, dude. God.
Back from social media, I kind of felt like that anyway, but it's like,
Oh, geez. So, okay. So starting off, starting off with a bang. She's gonna leave social media because she's so, jilted by the response to her disrespect. I mean, that's what it is. What are you crying about? And then, but the funny thing is, these people will actually literally attack a culture and then have the nerve to say, we all need to vibrate higher. You were the one that wasn't vibrating high in the first place. Okay. So we don't have to join you in that. That's that's insane. So let me play. Every time I see this woman on the floor screaming, it's just funny. Let's play this. Viewer one sent this to me today.
Yeah, and I'll have call CPS.
Call CPS. My kids turd.
Did you just
Can
hear
you
him
do
say,
that?
hey, black
Get
people?
out of my face.
Your kids
Did
just
you
said,
hear him
hey,
say
black
black
people in
people?
front of us.
Get out of my face.
Man, fuck
before
your
I
kids.
call
Can
the
you
cops.
Call them.
What are you going to call them for?
You want the
Get
phone?
out of my face.
What are you going to call?
You want the
Let's
phone?
go, boys.
Call them,
No,
motherfucker.
your boys need to stop calling my kids black people and turds in the toilet.
Oh,
Teach them manners. I'm going to protect my kids. I'm going to protect my kids. Teach your kids not to talk to black people
Get
any
out of
kind of
my
way.
face.
I'm not in your face. I'm telling you to correct your children because I'm protecting mine as well.
word up.
Yeah, and I'll have call CPS.
Call
Word
CPS.
up.
Call CPS.
I mean, look at that. I'll call CPS. Like, ooh wee. I'm a call CPS. Good grief. Just look how wicked that is. And trying to implement herself. Now you got your kids going over there calling black kids turds in the toilet bowl. But you're upset because they checked you. Uh-huh. Now that's what we call entitlement, folks. Let's see if I got this other one up here. I mean, that is entitlement on a grand scale. Jeez. You know? Let me see what else I got here. Okay, so you see that, just understanding, oh, absolutely need to be crumbled. Now understand they always tend to start going to the tears when the cameras start rolling. Some are proud though. Some are really, really proud. Like this one here. Let's see.
This Karen racially profiled a Walmart customer and accused him of stealing her son's phone.
Followed me outside the store. First, she was eyeing me in the store.
She began following him throughout the property.
I'm a married man. Sitting here dealing with this woman's irate because
She even took it as far as complaining to a store manager.
That's not my fault. But being racially profiled, that's going to be
When we were in the parking lot, it was marking him like right there, but I can't.
Where's that now?
And this is the moment she realized she effed up.
She accused me, and it's okay because I have everybody.
She sees her kid walking back with his phone.
No, I can't for my safety. Everybody I'm involved in, I understand. When she racially profiled me, her son found the phone.
Her kid left the phone in the car all along.
Her son found it in the car. So now I'm going to press charges. Ma'am, may I have your name, please? May I have your name, please, ma'am? No? Okay.
Oh.
Okay,
And instead of apologizing, she tells him to go F himself.
I seen where your son went to the car. I have your license plate. Thank you.
Well, there we go. Well, the internet really, 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 really got at it, didn't they? Her name is Liz from Riverside, and she works at Kaiser Permanente Riverside Medical Center. And I believe now there has been so much more to come out about who this woman is. Yeah, she's. Here we go with the Maya Ponsetto thing. What is it with these white Hispanic women from California? It's the exact same thing as the Maya Ponsetto. Then here we go. Somebody's bringing you your phone back. What do? Double down. Only thing worse than a white supremacist is a wannabe white supremacist, like Miss Liz here. Yeah. Boy. So entitled. So entitled. Matter of fact, speaking of entitlement, let's show you this other one. I mean, and we talking about entitled. Let me show you this one here. Where are we at? No, where is it at? Okay, yeah, check this out.
This lady keeps stealing my mail.
Yes, I am actually. In fact, yes,
You're taking my property.
Well, there's been a lot of comings and goings of UPS trucks in this neighborhood.
What about that?
A lot of packages coming to this house particular. Well, something's going on in there. Something's going on in there.
It's Amazon.
I'm taking the package.
It's my Amazon wish list.
I'm taking the package.
No, you're not taking my package. That's my stuff.
Excuse me. Ow! Oh my God! You killed me.
I did not kill you. You're fine.
Oh my God!
You sprayed me with whatever that stuff is.
Yeah.
Well, something's going on in there. Something's going on in there.
It's Amazon.
I'm taking the package.
It's my Amazon wish list.
I'm taking the package.
No, you're not taking my package. That's my stuff. Excuse me.
Ow! Oh my God! You killed me.
I did not kill you. You're fine.
Oh my God!
You sprayed me with whatever that stuff is.
Oh, Lord. Oh, goodness. Now, do you see the dramatics? The dramatics, I mean, it's incredible. Incredible. And yes, that's absolutely a felony, tampering with somebody's mail. Absolutely. I mean, good grief. And you're literally taking a mail out of their mailbox. So now you're committing a federal felony, matter of fact. I think actually it's like, what is that, 5 years in prison for doing something like that? What's up, Nervous? What's going on, my brother? But look at the theatrics. It's always over the top theatrics, you know, putting it on, man. And but understand, this is just to really just to insert their own entitlement into someone else's life, which is insane. I don't, come on, man. It just doesn't make any sense. But, some people are just born to be, I guess we could say, actors. Some would probably say deceivers. Who knows? Oh, yeah. Okay, so even further in the Karen parade here. Let me show you. Let me get this one on the screen. This one. Lord. Probably should have left them people alone. And whoever's on it, Mike, leave her alone, guys. Come on, man, leave her alone. Okay, like the white man that went and whipped the little boy with the belt because they were out there cussing. Number one, she up there telling her son that he knew not to fight back. Do you know what kind of John Lewis talk that is? Good grief. Well, he knew not to fight back, and so I'm so amazed at the type of racism that we just experienced here. Are you out of your mind? Good grief. Oyella Aket. Hey, Shabazz, how you doing, sister? Yes, indeed. Welcome. We are in the building today. And we are going in on these Karens, not really, we were just letting them show themselves for who they are. Now watch how the big flip comes here. It's always, this is what it is. Okay, so again, y'all remember the whole ESPN thing. And right before I came on, a news story just broke that NBC is now trying to hire ESPN's Maria Taylor to be a Olympic anchor. So, I mean, shoot, that's pretty major. They're looking at hiring her, which is pretty cool. If you don't know who she has came in the news recently because of Rachel Nichols being an entitled, spoiled brat, was trying to backdoor this system. I can look at that and see one is a little more pleasing to the eyes than the other. But let's see what she had to say about this sister for herself.
Said to me, hey, instead of posting the NBA finals, like, what did you do Doris' salad reported out for the NBA finals? Because guess what that was clear away for? For Maria to do the hosting for us. So, I have declined. I don't know what their next move is, but they are feeling pressure because of all of that. And I'm trying to figure out, like, how to just, my thing was that I wish Maria Taylor all the success in the world. She covers football, she covers basketball. Would you need to give her more things to do because you're feeling pressure about the crappy long-time record on diversity, which, by the way, I myself, know personally from the female side of it, go for it. Just, find it somewhere else. You're not going to find it with me.
Okay. Now, did you catch her try to throw the white woman plight thing in there with this sister? Well, diversity. Well, if it was about you being a woman, she's also a woman. So what are you talking about? Well, they're feeling the pressure from the, lack of diversity by which you have benefited from. Like you some kin to Diane Sawyer. This sister ain't got no relatives in media like that. Not that I know of. So, I mean, y'all ain't on the same level. She actually has to be good at what she does. Not in there because of nepotism and just based on the fact that you're a white woman. Because see, what we do, and what was really sad about this whole situation is when this came out, you had Steven Jackson coming out here doing all of this buck explaining, well, she ain't good. And ESPN, shame on y'all. Eesh. Boy, let me tell you something. Anybody doing that, and then this was an affirmative action thing, man, get out of here. Get out of here. Affirmative action. Man, please. Let's see. Affirmative action. Oh, and here's another. Viewer one, what did you say? Them white Hispanics? You remember this one?
This person accosted me. I'm calling the police. I'm calling the police. This woman just hit me, everybody. This woman just accosted me. I can't believe you. I know you guys are so violent.
I don't believe you. You guys are just so violent. Oh, yes, we are always just so violent, aren't we?
She got the gun on me. Get away. She got the gun on me. He had to hit me with the car. Call him. I'm telling. Get the license plate. Get the license plate. Get the license plate now. Because you were never about to hit me with the damn car. You about to hit me with the car? You fucking both of y'all put a gun on me, okay? Call Richard back up to the police. Call Richard back up here now. Don't you fucking jump behind me. No, I ain't jumping behind your car. I was walking. Your car was hitting me. Get the fuck back. Do you see that? Do you see that? They both pointed that gun on me. He was trying to hit me with the car when I was going back. You see that? And then when I hit his car, he wanted to jump out the car and put a gun on me. That is crazy. Trump making it real comfortable. Call the police. No, don't go anywhere. Call the police. 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 You about to hit me with the car. These motherfuckers trying to hit me.
You see how proud that woman is. She was, and what are you doing outside of your car with a gun? Just like we had the woman at the mall here, pointing her gun at children in the mall. Let me see what we got here. And this is the type of stuff that they end up doing. However, oh yeah, let me play these other two. So when they get caught, they end up trying to flip it. And I almost forgot about this. The sister Layla, which is part of the Ism show with Tariq Nasheed, happened to catch her crazy neighbor flipping out. Imagine that.
Can you step outside of this house? Karen, can you step outside of our house? Karen, can you step outside of the house?
I am not trespassing.
You are definitely trespassing.
I own it. I own this place.
Okay, so you
are walking me up over and over again. I have called you over and over again. I am furious. Just
Karen.
get out of my house.
Karen. Karen.
No, I own it. I know you're ready to.
Oh, don't put your hands on her.
Don't touch
Do
me.
not put your hands.
Don't
You don't touch her.
touch
You
me.
just pushed me. You just pushed me. Karen, you just pushed me. You just pushed me, Karen.
Get out of here.
Karen, you just pushed me.
No, it's okay. Police are coming.
You just
Get
pushed
out of
us.
my place.
Why did you
And
push
I'm
us?
tired of it. Wait, it's okay. It's okay.
Oh Lord. You said you getting getting triggered. I mean, this type of thing is crazy and it goes on a lot. One of the main reasons why you're seeing it happen so much now is because, for one, they say, all good things come to an end. So if you look at what's good for them, they've had a good, solid run. Hey, Judah Queen. They've had a good, solid run of absolute wickedness. You know what I mean? And that has not really gone checked. So now that we are in a different era, that's why one of the reasons why they're so upset about like Black Lives Matter and some, why do we have to say Black Lives? Well, because you don't want to ever even acknowledge that these people exist in the first place. Oh, thank you. Got the Beatzilla shirt on. Yeah. But they never wanted to acknowledge us to begin with. So when you're in that type of situation, if you're not just going to be, you're not going to have the open-ended time frame of nonstop abuse on our people. That is over. And I think, how people are pulling, like you see people pulling up now, and then also people really just making sure that they catch this behavior on camera, because how many people have been sent to prison behind women like this and men like this that will just sit up there, turn it on, cry and lie. You know what I'm saying? That's the one thing, cry and lie. And then just be ugly and nasty with it. And then when they have to get that face to music, because it was all good. It's all good as long as there's not a oh no, they would never get a heartfelt apology. Well, I mean, shoot, even if they're apologizing and giving you crocodile tears, we see they can turn that on and turn that right back off. I mean, like, no problem. You know what I mean? So when we're dealing with that is, I can't even call that, I wouldn't even use the term low vibrational. I would say this is a highly skilled, wicked practice. You know what I'm saying? Now it's coming from a low vibrational person, but the one thing that this low vibrational person is very, very skilled at is just being wicked and being a liar, deceiver, and sit up here and do all of this type of madness and think that nobody should ever check you for it. No, that's horrible behavior. And then on top of that, want to rewrite history. Now, y'all remember the video I played before about the Daughters of the Confederacy and how they are basically the architects of critical race theory. Now, of course, they were doing it to make the Confederates look a lot better, also trying to make it seem, and they still doing this stuff today, trying to make black people look like they were willing workers. Ain't you itching? Man, y'all gotta be careful of these people. And again, if they can sneak you and look at you as put you in the position of, I guess, vulnerability in the eyes of the law, because we already know who's believing who and who ain't getting believed. You understand? We already know how that's going down. We don't have to confuse ourselves and say, well, things have changed. Really? If things have changed, you would not see a James Clyburn in office. We got Fiddler. We got Fiddler as a spokesperson for Black America, who they keep trying to prop up. Are you kidding? Now, come on now, Toby. That's his job. Them people's jobs is to basically make you take that name, take that Toby name. Whew. Here's another little video that I thought is funny, and this is just ultra hilarious. Let's see. Let me pull this up because this right here is so funny because if y'all, where are my West Coast people at? Yeah, I know. I got a couple West Coast people in the house. Y'all know we're a little different out here, so the white supremacists have to kind of handle themselves a little differently. So they don't usually do a lot of this up close caring, not in the metropolitan areas. If you out, like there was an incident down like in Springfield, that's nowhere near me. That's like 8 hours away. And ain't no black folks out there. Black folks in the state of Oregon are up here in Portland, period. And on this I-5 corridor between here and Seattle, you're going to find black folks. But you also still find a lot of rural areas. Oh, by the way, speaking of those rural areas, we got some brain dead idiots out here, especially in the city of Portland, that believe black people not taking the jab is somehow affecting our state numbers of vaccinations. Well, no, actually, they have just identified that the reason why the numbers are what they are is because of the rural areas of Oregon. And guess who don't live there? There's just some black folks here, and I'm sure you guys got them everywhere. But I mean, I went to school with some real, true to heart undercover coons, which, couldn't stay on code to save their life. I mean, it just doesn't make any sense. What's going on, Desmond? What's going on, my brother? I mean, I'm talking about staunch coons, white supremacist supporters, cheerleaders. And I mean, proud of it, too. It's amazing. You'd be so amazed. Let me see. So let me show you this other one. And now here's one thing that's what's funny, because, they still got that, no more than 4 Negroes at once at a time. So every time that you got multiple, how did I end up so different? Oh, well, my family's from the country, and I'm like maybe about fourth generation different. You know how people had to come out west because, they may have got into certain situations in the country that in certain parts of Arkansas, you may see some torches coming through in the middle of the night, so you might have to get out of town now. So that's how some people ended up out west. Put it like that. And as far as that tradition goes, let me tell you, I have not disappointed. For those who know what I'm talking about, you know what I'm talking about. So, understand that they all, especially out here, always want to know what we're doing. And so we garner so much attention. Let that also be a testament to how great you are as a people. We are unmatched. So anywhere we step and anywhere we are, especially just having fun in our own natural element, which is just being around ourselves. Oh boy, they don't go on semi-alert. They go on full-blown alert.
You're black, you're never really lonely because there will always be a white person all up in your business. When you're black, you're never really lonely because there will always be a white person all up in your business. When you're black, you're never really lonely because there will always be a white person all up in your business. When you're black, you're never really lonely because there will always be a white person all up in your business.
Look at that.
When you're
I mean,
black, you're never really
is it
lonely
good?
because
That
there
look
will
like it's
always
a
be a
good
white
plate.
person all up in your business. When you're black, you're never really lonely because there will always be a white person all up in your business.
Oh, they can't stand it. Look at it. She just
When you're
seen
black,
walking past
you're
the
never
door
really
and
lonely
had to stop.
because there will always be a white person all up in your business.
You can't even enjoy a meal.
When you're black, you're never really lonely because there will always be a white person all up in your business.
Oh.
When you're black, you're never really lonely because there will always be a white person all up in your business.
You will never be by yourself.
When you're black, you're never really lonely because there will always be a white person all up in your business.
Man, look at that.
When you're black, you're never really lonely because there will always be a white person all up in your
Huge
business.
photo bomb. Good grief. Hey, I want to be in your shot. I'm here with you. What y'all think about that? Oh man, that's right there. That says a ton. And so understand, these people, because we garner so much attention naturally. What's the next best thing? Interaction. You understand what I'm saying? But you're talking about white supremacists, so their interaction with us is always going to be on a negative. So that's where things go south very quick. You know what I mean? But you know, it is what it is. These people just don't make no damn sense. I just tell you. And they stay on code. They most definitely stay on code. And this would not be a Karen show if I did not play this.
Oh God, no! Excuse
Now,
you.
first you see this woman assault.
Now you are. Oh my God! Oh my God! Do you see this?
Right. Please let me be lonely in peace.
Oh my God! I never thought nothing like this would happen to me. She just tried to run and hit me, and now she. Did you see her?
All of this madness.
You saw her, right? They all saw
Now, what
her.
I don't understand.
Oh my.
Here's my problem again with black folks as well. There's a black woman behind that counter. Why didn't she tell that woman, ma'am, you're going to have to keep it down and you're going to have to leave? I can think of so many times of being in a restaurant and like when I was younger, we would go to Sherry's because Sherry's was open so late. If you got Sherry's in your location where you guys at, it's like one of the American family style restaurants. So they pretty much have everything on the menu. But with that being said, you know, that's also like trucker / police hangout. So this, you know, they always would come to us and be like, hey, well, you know, can you guys keep it down? And then you got a whole group of drunk, smoking white folks on the other side, and they over there just letting them be loud. Oh, well, we really can't say anything to them. Well, why are you coming over here to us? You know, but that's the type of thing that they do. With this being said, this sister should have instantaneously said, ma'am, you're going to have to keep that down or leave the store. She just sitting up there saying nothing. Then the other white woman, who's of course on code, gonna tell her, well, why don't you just leave? She ain't the one flipping out. Why would she leave? I mean, the nerve. But again, they stay on code.
God. Karen had a breakdown. She tried to hit me. Ask your workers. She tried to hit me. She tried to.
All right, let's just point out that lie right there. Now, she's because I guess she's taking a shot that she doesn't know when the camera started rolling. But the fact that she did try to hit her is already on camera. And the police did not arrest this woman.
Hit me. Now I want security for you. Oh my God. Oh my God. You should have thought about that before you did what you did. Oh my God. This shit don't even feel real. This do not feel real.
I did it, Shorty. Would you please don't record me? Don't record me.
See, the tears came on when she got caught. She had all the smoke in the first place. What he did thought us to do in these situations, she said, for us to fall out too. You know, you definitely could fall out. I wouldn't advise that. Oh no, I wouldn't advise. Out here, we confront this. Like, and obviously, when I saw this, I was like, okay, clearly the sister holding the phone must be a non-FBA woman. No offense, but I'm telling you, like, this would have went a whole different way out here. So the whole running up on somebody thing, nah. It's not our job to make them comfortable when they make melanated people uncomfortable daily. Absolutely. Oh, she's Nigerian. Okay, that makes total sense. Nigerian American. Gotcha. Because I was like, foundational Black American Black woman is going to take it across her face. After you already done came and put your hands on the woman, you just turned on the green light. Now she's over here calm, like, oh my God. So it's like, okay, you got in your mind that you're never supposed to raise your hand at these people. Okay. That's an instantly let me know. You instantly let me know, like, okay, she's not foundational Black American. Let me see where I get to this part. Because I want to see her little fake faint. Where is that at? Oh, God.
You keep lying saying I'm threatening you, so I'm recording to protect myself.
How they just letting her go on like that? Get her phone away. Oh my Lord. Absolutely pathetic. That's all I'm going to play of her. I just needed to see her pass out. That was hilarious. That was hilarious. But, you know, with to keep this in perspective, remember, man, how much damage have these women been able to do before phones were being, popping out like this? You know what I'm saying? How much damage has actually been done? It makes you wonder, huh? Because, man, you think of the Emmett Tills. I mean, it just makes me think. Oh, the remix was. Oh, you know what? I got that. I got that. I actually do.
Sometimes I cry when I'm
Shout out Bishop
with
Talbot.
this heart of mine. Ooh, sometimes I cry, babe.
What y'all think about that? Just tie it on in. And I advise anybody in the new black media, keep sharing that turn it off video. Because as much as they want to get out here and weeping white women having fake convulsions. I mean, good grief. That was this woman out here doing the most. Oh, doing the most. Let me see. Can I get to? Oh, I probably could do it from this page. We'll do it. Let's see if we go there. Stay there. Okay, good. So yeah, you you see what time it is, and we've known what kind of damage they have caused, but I just wanted to make sure I played enough. Okay. I wanted to make sure I played enough just so y'all could get a good perspective of how dangerous that is. And again, you know how old. There we go. That's what I wanted y'all to look at right here. This one here. Always keep sharing this. Yeah, keep sharing this joint joker right here.
Time.
Yeah, play that again. There we go. Okay. Come on now. Wow. It's just freezing. Y'all see this? So now we're not finna let that one go today, huh? Interesting. All right. How about that? Well, someone's upset today, aren't they? Oh man. Wow. Wow. Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. They oh. Oh my goodness. That's crazy. So you know, and this channel has officially broke 100. So thank you to my first 101 subscribers. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You know, and for you that follow me on my Twitter, obviously the video I have pinned at the top of my Twitter, they're freezing. Weird. Really weird. Oh, well, since this one doesn't have to be, here, let me show you this real quick. Kind of off the subject, but, you know, I just wanted to just show that one real quick, you know. So, I mean, hey, just questions. Just questions. All right. You know, thank you very much. Thank you very much. Yes, indeed. Tim, some more. You know, oh man, don't get it twisted. They know who all y'all is, family. They know who all you. I mean, because again, this movement requires all of us. So, with that being said, they got to know who all of us are. We are those four people, those four black folks together. We are it. And they don't like that. They don't like that one bit. You know, that's the threat. Our unity is the threat. Like I say all the time on this channel, our unity is the one thing that they want to make sure they always circumvent, because it doesn't. Our unity is basically their destruction. It doesn't. You know, it's not going to work out for them because it requires our compliance, and our compliance is in our complacency. And of course, we have a few of our people out here that maybe aren't able to understand some things. And I get it. I do get it. Let me show you something real quick, though. Something I seen a while ago, and I do plan on doing a broadcast about this at some point in time. But I don't know. Maybe you guys can tell me what I can do as a title for this. Y'all see this? Y'all seeing this? What y'all think about that? What would I call that broadcast? Oh, what would be the name of that one? Slave Busters? That's a fake video. Oh, it's been on Twitter for 7 years? Shit, I hope so. But for the technology that they've been pushing out there, I don't know how far off this really could be. You know what I mean? If they can come up with nanotechnology, oh, you best believe they can get something like this to you. I mean, they got that dog, so we've seen the robot dogs. We've seen what they could do. I mean, they send them things in there and just blow you up. Like, okay. Oh man, they are really, really out there to harm folk. With the guy pushing the robot around. Yeah. I thought I had seen that before, but man, I mean, hey, I would hope that is there's another. Oh damn. That ain't good. That ain't good at all. Let me see. I think that is about all I wanted to play for y'all today. Oh, you know what? There is something else. And then I will wrap this up. Do y'all remember this? This is a video, isn't it? This is a video. Okay, these are the girls. You remember them girls that was saying it was a mind cuff backwards or something like that. But it was saying nigga when they was going forward. Yeah,
some of it might have been envy.
Them.
Gee, look at these kids got nothing to do but run around the streets and knock on doors and say sign the petition and then go home and have a lot of free love and smoke dope. I think a lot of it was that. And a lot of it was, the attitude of, look, you wet behind the ears creep. What do you know? Here I am, scratching my head, wondering how I'm going to pay both the light bill and the gas bill this month. Because I've got 4 kids. All you can do is walk around the street in sandals. You don't know where it's really at. You don't know what life is about. I think a lot of the animosity was that way. And there was, with this strong Irish Catholic background, people who believed in fighting for your government. I believe in fighting for your government. I still do. I did then.
Except for when it comes to us.
And these people felt it even more strongly because they had fathers and brothers, I guess, who went through Korea or World War II. And they felt it was very disloyal to protest the war. I didn't feel it was disloyal. I felt that they were saying what they believed. And if that's what they really believed, then they absolutely had the right to say that. I may not agree with them, but, oh, God, isn't that an old historical quote from somebody? I'll defend to the death your right to, something like that.
Actually, she's right. But, reptile eyes. So they were absolutely they were basically just looking to find any reason because they didn't like those. Oh, you lived in Boston 4 years. Yes, didn't like people protesting civil rights and change. And this is an excerpt from some women who did not particularly care for all of the things that had went on, which, of course, we know what the real reason is. Just because they're racist. Simple as that. It's not hard to figure out. And these folks, they ain't got no love for us. You dig? That's for certain. Now, so with that being said, remember that, the Daughters of the Confederacy are basically the architects of critical race theory. There we go. Let me see what I got here. And Becky's. Let's play. Hopefully this will play. Okay, yeah, there we go. Let me play this real quick, just as a refresher, and this will be the last one I play today. And because I want to make sure you understand that history of this whole Karening, and understand, when you see it, it is what it is. And just pretty much let that be that. I think too many of us want to try to be Florence Nightingales, save everyone. And we can't do that. There we go. How they rewrote this. There we go. Played this before.
The master often had a barbecue or a picnic for his slaves. Then they had a great frolic. Even while working in the cotton fields, they sang songs. The beat of the music and the richness of their voices made work seem light.
Yikes. That's from History of Georgia, a textbook published in 1954 that was taught across junior high schools in Georgia for decades. That sort of language is part of an intellectual movement called the Lost Cause, a distorted version of American Civil War history that's been prevalent in the South for a long time. It took shape soon after the defeat of the Confederate States in the war, when Southern historians like Edward Pollard and former Confederate General Jubal Early started preserving the South's perspective through their writings. They framed the Confederate cause as a heroic defense of the Southern way of life against the overwhelming forces in the North. That narrative has a few basic tenets: the glorification of Confederate soldiers who died for a cause they believed in, the belief that slavery was a benevolent institution, and maybe most importantly, that slavery was not the root cause of the war. The Lost Cause is one of the most notoriously effective efforts to rewrite history, and it was done by the losing side. So how did it become so deeply rooted in Southern memory? Blame the United Daughters of the Confederacy. The UDC was founded in Nashville in 1894 to preserve Confederate culture for generations to come. The women who made up the group descended from elite antebellum families, and they used their social and political clout to spread the pro-Southern version of the war as real history. You've probably seen their efforts to honor the Confederacy, but maybe you didn't know it was the UDC. They're the ones who covered the Southern landscape with memorials for Confederate leaders and soldiers. They used their fundraising and lobbying skills to pressure local governments into erecting monuments in prominent public spaces like courthouses and state capitals.
Installed here next to the state capitol by the United Daughters of the Confederacy.
The United Daughters of the Confederacy donated this memorial to the city back in the 30s.
They put them along roadsides and in parks. Any place that was remotely relevant to the Confederacy was memorialized. By the early 20th century, the UDC had 100,000 members in chapters spread all over the country, but mostly in former Confederate states. And there's a reason they grew so quickly during that time.
So we're talking about roughly 3 decades after the end of the war, and the Confederate veterans themselves are beginning to die off. So there is this push to find ways to commemorate it, because the big challenge by 1900 was there's a new generation of white Southerners being born, and they never experienced the war years.
That push is visible. Most of the Confederate monuments were erected during the UDC's height of influence.
There's a rhetoric around.
You see that right there? You see what's happening? So the Confederate soldiers that was fighting for the right to keep slaves and keep their family fortunes off of the backs of the slaves, they were dying off. So what is it that these women wanted? Queen Amadai Shakur did a great broadcast yesterday bringing up this point that these are the mothers of future white supremacists. So they're the nurturers. And in this situation, they wanted to make sure that they kept white supremacy going, although those men were dying off. So it means that they preserved it. Now, maybe that's part of that critical race theory that they don't want taught now about how they basically invented it to further white supremacy. Yeah, I think that about sums up my point. Mamas, don't let your babies grow up to date, Becky. Because they might be caught in a twist. You don't want that, you know? And I mean, hey, that's not saying I would say look for your strong sisters, a rooted, grounded sister, by the way. You know, not one of these twerkers, not one of your internet twerkers. If her profile on her internet page or Instagram page has her doing this in the mirror, that's not what I'm talking about. You understand what I'm saying? Look at this type of stuff she's posting. Does it have any substance? Look at the stuff he's posting. Does it have any substance? If you go to his page and see a bunch of sneakers lined up, but no hardcore, no information, but just senseless shining. Yeah, well, that tell you what it is. I tell you where that person's at. So if you need a materialistic individual in your life, well, then, that would probably be the best avenue. If you are looking for someone of some substance, that would probably not be it. Hey, my Air Force Ones and my Jordans. Okay, well, I see who just got paid. That's good. How many black clothing designers or shoe designers do you know? Well, I don't know. Well, then why are they getting your money? That's what they told me was cool. And then people start making this excuse about what you've seen on TV. Well, yeah, I get that. But you're not living through TV. Your life experiences is what tells you right from wrong. So you can't blame the television. However, I will say a lot of this music now, all of this death music and drug music, that shit is just made for self-destruction. So really, that's suicide music. I just look at it like that. That's suicide music. Kill yourself and kill others. Suicide and genocide. That is all that music is for. And just look at it. I mean, you got dead rappers getting bodies put on them after they dead. Months after they dead. So then people get up there, this one person gets killed. Oh, well, man, rest in peace and all of this. Well, yeah, then you find out that this motherfucker got to go graveyard up under their name. Man. By the way, black folks, don't let people identify you with that type of thing. That is not anything about being black. That's everything about being demonic. So don't let demonic activity be confused with blackness, which a lot of people convolute because they see, well, man, we don't love ourselves. You can speak for yourself on that one, Jack. Everybody I know don't operate like that. And I don't know anybody out here that's really just looking to take the life of another black person. Those people aren't the people that I would involve myself with. I would advise you not to involve yourself with them. Most importantly, don't allow yourself to be identified with those people. Set your own narrative. If that ain't you, don't let that be you, and don't you let them put that tag on you. No, no, no. So when people be like, oh man, you a hotep, or you were this, or you woke, what would make you call me something that I have not identified as myself? That right there shows me what you think of me, and that shows me the lack of respect that you have for me right off the rip. A lot of people don't understand that part. Coming in good faith is a great thing to do. That shows integrity. When you come in bad faith, then 9 times out of 10, it'll just be a matter of time before everybody figures out that you're just a piece of shit. I mean, I think if for those of y'all, you've had these experiences with people, you know, one thing I will always say that will always be beneficial is if you are leery about a person, let them talk. Listen to what they have to say. If there's something that rubs you wrong, don't stop them. Continue listening, because you need to know where that mentality is birthed out of. So my strongest advice when you're around a person that you have questions about, let them talk. Let them talk, because they'll show you who they are. They will show you who they are. Certain things just can't be hid. That's just a fact. And so, been called a hotep. Yes. Oh, man. Well, again, knowing how people like to put labels on things, one thing I will say, this is YouTube. So by in part, if you are putting videos on YouTube and have a channel with your name on it, guess what? You are a YouTuber. Now, regardless of what you do, you are a YouTuber. If you have a TV show, but still have a program here, guess what? You, too, are a YouTuber. I would say always be mindful of listening to what people say. Because, again, some things are hidden. One thing that's very hard to hide, though, is arrogance. So you just got to look at things like that. I'm not, that's all I could say is you got to look at arrogance. Look for if this person has a true heart, then there's one or two things they're going to show you. They're either going to show you something in a vain manner, or they're going to show you something in a for the people manner. Can't be both. Although people might try to do it, but no, it can't. And like I say, everybody ain't gonna get along all the time. I get that. One thing we do have to do is learn how to do as people is learn how to be spiritually patient. Not everything requires you picking up a damn gun and we're gonna go down here and run on Whitehead and blah, blah, blah. No. Don't you let these rah-rahs pump your head up like you got some ammunition for these people. No. Defending yourself at all times is imperative. Absolutely. I ain't telling you not to do that. But to be like, we finna go out here and we gonna go do this. No, you're not. Like I said, Outkast, if y'all old enough to know that song, yeah, you got niggas out here talking about guns and gas, but they got some shit that'll blow out your back from where they stay at. So you better get real. It's all that. Man, trust me, 17 shots ain't got nothing for a 50 caliber coming off a damn helicopter. That minigun will tear your ass off. Okay? Just stop it. Man. Some just no. They got more ammunition than you ever seen. So with that being said, you need to start getting in tune with the spiritual side of things because, like I said, just a speculatory theory about Haiti's president being assassinated and sending that country into such disarray, well, that sends the energy in disarray too, doesn't it? Like I said, baby, they was worried about people getting a little. I mean, because think we have Tariq Nasheed that did 1804, so got people kind of looking at Haiti. We got the brother Othel Wallace, Haitian, but he's B1. Hey, they don't really want that. They say, yeah, y'all foundational Black Americans, we Haitians, but it's Black first. Yeah, I would say they might be a little worried about that. I mean, I'm just theorizing. You know what I mean? With that being said, folks, Babylon has fallen. Babylon is falling. Let it fall and let us rise. Woo-wee. Once again, you are in tune to the Beatzilla PDX official show. I am the host, Beatzilla PDX official. Yes, indeed. You can follow me on Twitter at Beatzilla PDX. You can follow me on Instagram, Beatzilla PDX, and you can follow me on Facebook at Beatzilla PDX. And on Melanated People, you can find me at Michael Beatzilla Whitmore. Yes, indeed. Thank you, brother. Thank you. And let's see. If you need to email me, you can email me at ourrealtruth@gmail.com. That's ourrealtruth@gmail.com. And if you feel so inclined to put some money in the bucket, you can definitely donate. Thank you, brother. Thank you. You can definitely donate at CashApp, $Beatzilla PDX. That's CashApp, $Beatzilla PDX. All right. So, that being said, you know how we do. Know how we do around here. And I like ending my shows with this because it's so impactful. And one of these things about that criterion, about that July 4th. Oh, speaking of July 4th, I almost forgot to mention this. Real quick story. So this July 4th, we had to make a real quick run to the grocery store, right? So we're we're stuck in traffic on like just a regular old city street, it's just a 2-lane city street. So we're stopped at a light, and this old couple clearly felt patriotic and saw that there was 2 Black people in the car right here that we had our windows down. It was a nice day, so they could make sure that we heard them. And what she said is, because I'm pretty sure we were probably the only Black people that they noticed. And some people like in that frame of mind look at all Black people as Black Lives Matter. So I'm sure she just assumed that, they're those Black Lives Matter types. So she says, this is America. America's about being white. God bless America. God bless America. And starts walking towards our car. This is America. America's about being white. Oh, I'm done. America's about being white. God bless America. All right, ma'am. You have a nice day. Just the sight of Black people just sent her all over the freaking edge, man. Oh, man. Oh, America's about being white. I mean, I've never heard nobody say no shit like that to me before. Is Google off up in here? Google off up in here trying to mod comments? Good grief. yeah, if you see that, especially they always do that to, they really don't like Tim. So if you see that, just go ahead and approve his comments. Because he be at their ass in the right way on their top. So yeah. So by all means, if you see Tim's his comments being held back, by all means, please okay him, because we know what time it is. And again, this is a small platform. I'm just now over 100. What you in my chat for, Google? Good grief. But with that being said, well, I guess just let me add insult to injury, and we going out like this. How about that? Shalom, y'all.
When you know who Satan is, yes, sir, you don't have to kill him. No. The stone of truth. Yeah. See, that's what you throw. Yes, right. Allah says, had we wished to take a pastime from before, surely we would have done it. Nay, we cast truth at falsehood till we knock out its brains. Every one of you that knows the truth, stand up and tell it from the mountaintop. Black people can't take it no more. So wherever you are on the job, in the factory, I don't care where you are. If you know the truth, stand up on the truth and tell Satan, who the hell are you to try and pick my friends? Farrakhan is God's man, and you are from the enemy of God. So to hell with you. Stand up on it like a man.